Okay. There we go. You might want to just fast forward through this bit when you come to rewatch the webinar. So we're going to play Cahoots.
Yay!
Can we keep the names sensible? Thank you, Edie. Can we keep the names sensible? Nothing silly. But you know what I mean. Appropriate. Well, it looks like Edie's going to win. It's the only entrant so far. I might just pause the recording. Miss, will you remind me? I've started recording again before you all start reminding me that I haven't done it. And our winner then is Sid. Well done. We'll get some achievement points. We know who the legends are, so we should do that as well. Nell and Lily. Right, Miss is going to do the Q&As. I'm going to remember how to share a screen after all this time. Can you see my screen? Miss, what are you seeing?
Your screen, Miss, you're all good.
Brilliant. I'm going to move my own head over here. There we go. Right, so we're going to look a little bit then at reversible reactions. Now, we've been looking at the factors that affect the rate of reaction. So having a little think back, while I go through the keywords and roughly what we're going to do, you can have a think about what are endothermic and exothermic reactions. So that's thinking way back to the end of year 9. So just before half term, how we can increase the rate of reaction, what activation energy is, and what a catalyst does, okay? And then while you're thinking about that, we've got some keywords here. We've got our rate, we've got reversible, we've got reaction, we've got ideas surrounding temperature, endothermic and exothermic energy. This really important one that we're going to talk about today is energy, bonds, and we'll briefly talk about equilibrium as well. We're aware that some of you may move on to doing the higher paper, so we want to introduce some of the language so that when we teach you that you're ready to go for that bit. So our key questions: what are reversible reactions and how do they relate to energy? I don't want you to answer that. That's what we're going to be learning today. Miss, do you have any takers for the thinking back questions?
Sorry, Miss, I keep forgetting to unmute myself and then I'm talking at nothing. I've got number 1 blank, number 2 increase the temperature.
Good.
And number 3, the total amount of energy for a reaction to work.
All I would do there is swap the work to start or begin, but that's brilliant. Well done, well done. So endothermic and exothermic reactions, they are basically the chemical reactions that we carry out. They both behave in different ways. So exothermic reactions, we have a temperature increase and energy is given off to the surroundings. And endothermic reactions, we have a temperature decrease because energy is absorbed from the surroundings. And it's about the making and breaking of bonds. And we'll talk about that a little bit as we go through. And we've had increased rate of reaction is temperature. Any others, Miss?
No, nothing, Miss.
So increasing the temperature, the fact that you all got the surface area right, we want to increase the surface area, we want to increase the concentration, we want to use a catalyst, or if we're reacting gases, we want to increase the pressure, okay? And catalysts then, they speed up a rate of reaction by lowering the activation energy and providing this alternative pathway for the reaction to occur, okay? So let's get you all thinking and let's move on to the next one. So there's some words here. State how we can tell a reaction has occurred. And I know we're going over things that we've done before, and we're doing that to make sure it's totally concrete in your head and you know exactly what we're talking about. You're then going to do a little bit more detail in explaining what a reversible reaction is. You're going to describe the differences between endo and exothermic reactions, which I've already given you kind of brief overview there. And you're going to describe the differences in forward and reverse directions of a reversible reaction and give some examples of reversible reactions. So just thinking back, we're going over again. Miss Wanstall did this wonderfully in the quiz a few weeks ago, and we